After recent comments made by the Trump administration, is Denmark actually planning for war with the United States of America? Now, I know that sounds like a ridiculous question to ask, but we are living in ridiculous times. Let's put this up on the screen here. This is from our friends at Ground News. Denmark speeds up plans for mandatory military service for women. Denmark announced that it will begin conscripting women into its military starting in 2026, accelerating its existing timeline in response to mounting tensions with both Russia and the United States. The updated law, taking effect July 1st, 2025, will require women turning 18 after that date to attend Armed Forces Day, making them eligible for service if volunteer numbers are low. Currently, only men are drafted under the lottery system where women can serve voluntarily. With this move, Denmark becomes the third NATO country to implement female conscription, joining Norway and Sweden. The announcement follows rising geopolitical concerns, including disputes with the United States over Greenland and growing unease about Russian aggression. So just a recap for those who are not aware, recently Vice President JD Vance went to Greenland and made a declaration about how we are going to acquire Greenland at some point. Like he thinks it is just an inevitability that the United States will have Greenland as a territory. Look, let's just lay the cards out on the field really quickly here. Greenland is a territory that belongs to the nation of Denmark, a NATO ally. Now, the last time I checked, the protections that are given under NATO are also given between two different countries. Countries within NATO can't just go to war with each other. So, what the United States essentially is talking about here is attacking an ally, annexing territory from an ally. Like in the past, when Trump or someone within Trump's administration would say something, some people would brush it off saying he's not serious. He wouldn't actually do that. Oh, Trump makes a lot of jokes. He's just posturing, so on and so forth. If we've learned anything over the last couple of months here since Trump took office again, I think all of that kind of idealism about Trump not being serious needs to be thrown out the window. Trump has been doing basically everything he said he was going to do. I mean, it is a totally different look from his first term. So I think that the people of Denmark should be taking this very seriously. The United States, the most powerful country on the earth, is threatening to take a territory away from one of their allies. I mean, that is war. At the end of the day, let's just call it what it is. If any country said to us, hey, we think that you're not doing a good job taking care of Hawaii, we're going to come snatch that up from you. All right. All right, cool. Like that would never happen. It would never happen. We went to a world war over Hawaii being attacked. So like let's just call it what it is. Okay. If you're talking about taking territory away from another country, you're declaring war on that country. And it looks like Denmark is taking it very seriously. They are conscripting another half of their population into their military ranks. And this is also coming off the backs of the United States talking about taking the Panama Canal, talking about changing the lines of demarcation with Canada, essentially redrawing the map there, sealing some of their territory, talking about bombing Iran, talking about putting troops on the ground in Gaza. We've already struck people in Yemen. We are striking people in Somalia. We are talking about like potentially pulling all funding from Ukraine, letting them get bulldozed over by Russia. This guy, Donald Trump, has been anything but what he promised when he said he would be some anti-war, pro-peace. He's been the exact opposite. He's way more of a hawk than he ever was before, even more so than Joe Biden. And all the MAGA nuts couldn't stop, just like complaining about how too much war was going on. We need to be America first. And all of a sudden now they're all just absolutely silent now that Trump is all over the world warmongering about who he's going to attack next. I mean, it's an absolute joke here. So much for our anti-war president, so much for our pro-peace president, so much for eliminating all of this stuff on day one, so much for being America first. So yeah, I tell you what, I think that nobody rationally speaking who isn't lost in that MAGA cult actually wants anything to do with this. Nobody wants Greenland. Okay. Regardless of what resources they may have up there, regardless of, hey, maybe it'll be nicer up there once global warming completely wipes us out down here. No, I mean, at the end of the day, we don't want another war. We don't want any kind of disputes. The people of Greenland don't want to be a part of us. In fact, if I'm being fair, they don't want to be a part of Denmark either. They want to be free. Like when we have gone up there to interview the residents of Greenland, they say, we don't want Americans here. we don't want the Danish here. Like we want to just be our own independent nation. And you know what? Good for them. Good for them. I hope that they get their independence from Denmark. I hope that they're allowed to just be the country of Greenland, not a member of Denmark, not a member of the United States. And as far as Denmark is concerned, I want nothing to do with a conflict with them. The only thing that I want from them is maybe taking some of their ideas. Like, can we get their health care? Can we get some of their paid family leave? Like, that's what I want from Denmark, not some confrontation to make Trump's ego just go even more inflated than it's ever been before. Thank you for watching this video of independent thought. If you liked the conversation, please go ahead and give the video itself a like and be sure to subscribe for future episodes on